like Buzz, got all these carrots on my teeth.
Windows 5% tinted, can't even see it's me. I done missed a couple plays, my on D&D. Put me in the game, I'm the MVP. Take you out that Yoda, put you in an AMG. I count chicken, she know I'm the rawest. Too slippery entertainment, come step in my office. Take a, she say, D-Lo, you be saucy, baby. How the with them lanes, come with some bosses, baby. She don't want no puppy, she want a big dog. Wash my clothes the other day, found a 10 ball. Flip phone for the, just a throwaway. I'm riding with some, we look like Golden State. I'm Mr. Too Slippery. I'm with the sharks, you with the fishes. Hop straight out the Bentley, I'm the biggest. Caution sign on my neck, a 60.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Too Ski. Matter of fact, call me Mr. Chase That Cheap. Grams on my wrist cost like 10G. I feel like Buzz, got all these carrots on my teeth. In my bag, my pocket's deeper than the sea. You don't bring nothing to the plate, then I can't eat with you. All that you doing fake, you just a pretender. They say my flow so cold, but I still bring the heat. I peep. See, I got some bread, so they won't beat with us. Bad hair and nails done, that don't feet. You ain't cause you ain't him, but she let ski. I'ma run me up that cheese and walk these beats.
I'm Mr. Too Slippery. I'm with the sharks, you with the fishes.
Welcome. To the NBA on 2K Sports, an April Fool's Day edition. Glad to have you with us. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. We'll see the Golden State Warriors and the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Zubac. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Zubac with the steal. Here's Miller. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Williams from long range. Drops in the 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Siakam outside. Siakam the screen. Inside. Outside Holiday. And here's Siakam. 5 to shoot. Pass to Miller. From the wing, it's hauled in by the Bulls.
I guess we credit the defense for that one going wide. They did everything they could to influence the shot.
Outside, Williams. Now here's Alexander Walker. The three-pointer off the mark. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Siakam outside. Porzingis grabs the board.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Porzingis sets a screen. A good-looking shot from the wing.
And I love Doncic's shot selection. So smart at knowing when to shoot it.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Miller. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Brand a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action, though.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller, and he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential. Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Pass to Siakam. Over Buzelis. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Doncic. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. We know how impactful Kristaps Porzingis can be, but he's often limited by injuries.
Yeah, B.A. Since 2018, Porzingis has only reached the 60-game mark once. But when he's out there, he is the X factor.
Miller, he's open. Oh, drains the 19-footer. Miller's got his second bucket on the night. Chicago leading by 5. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. We got to talking about Pascal Siakam. I'll be honest, I love his game, Coach said, but we have to look for ways to stop him. I'm hopeful we can disrupt his rhythm and push him off his spots. So not letting Pascal get what he wants is the game plan here. Brian?
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Holiday following the 3-point basket by Chicago. To the wing, right side. The fadeaway. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Doncic outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Doncic. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Richard, it's been a dry spell for the Bulls for a few seasons now. How do they reverse that?
Well, it starts with strong drafts. They haven't had a top 10 pick since 2020, and it's made it hard for them to land some of these bigger prospects and grow from within.
Clock is at 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Golden State ball.
Holiday with the ball. Still without a bucket. Miller on the wing. Some room here for Williams. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
I just love the moment.
Here's Holiday. Miller outside. Fires for 3. Nice D from Alexander Walker. Bulls leading by 10. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Doncic. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game. This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Holiday with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Buzelis. The kick out to Williams. From behind the arc. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Now Holiday. He's scoreless. Miller outside. The three. Buzelis grabs the board.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. Now here's Porzingis. 5 points in the game. Outside, Alexander Walker. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Pass to Barrett. It's Middleton on the wing. Fires it. Doncic outside. For three. No luck on that one.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Down low. Tipped. It's a one-on-one situation. And he bangs it home with one hand.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Larson.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Klingon.
2 minutes.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Guarded by Doncic. And the Warriors miss again. Chicago leading by 18. .143 left in the first quarter of the game. Screen by Edey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one falls. Doncic has got 9.
He's making an impact at the line. 4 for 5 already.
Pass to Klingon. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
They have to figure out a way to lock down the ball and stop giving it away. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Doncic's shot is good.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here is DiVincenzo. No points so far.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
The three, Barrett. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Larson. Right side, DiVincenzo. Fires, top of the key. Some solid defense from Barrett. Middleton outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Chicago, sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, PA. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Miller, and it's Chicago with a board.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
You know, Richard, the Warriors have the third most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in 47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in 75. But most people know about their ring from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Pass to Anunoby. Miller with it. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Tough move by Miller, having to absorb the foul while taking his shot.
Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Outside, Williams. Three-pointer, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Miller. Shot from the top of the key. And he drops that one in. Miller's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Chicago leading by 19. Here's Black. And Clingan pulls it down. Miller outside. Outside. DiVincenzo. Over to the left wing. His first shot coming late. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Out to the right wing. Here's Black with the putback. The kick out to Williams. Chicago passing it around. Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's his 2nd foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
For the Warriors,
Bulls leading by 19. Now Williams. Give him 8 points now. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Buzelis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Richard, the Bulls going from playing one of the slowest paces in the league to one of the fastest.
Yeah, that's what happens when you start to trend towards youth. You got to put those young legs to use, trying to pace and space with three-point shooting.
Pass to Holiday. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Doncic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
And you can't let Doncic get this type of positioning because then you're pretty much forced to foul him.
Doncic hits them both. Well, one of the many things that's impressive about Luka Doncic, he double clutches so well.
Right, and he even absorbs contact in the air and somehow, some way, still has a very high field goal percentage. Luka, his game defies logic. Maybe Luka's logic.
5 on the clock. Siakam. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 14. They get it again. Goes back up. Pass to Looney. The Warriors pull it in. And here's Siakam. And here's Zubac. Siakam in the post. And a missed layup.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Pass to Doncic. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Warriors trail by 20. Miller outside. And here's Siakam. Williams defending. No good off the glass.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Right side, Alexander Walker. From deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Alexander Walker's got 6.
The defense has to pay so much attention to Luka, and he knows he'll always have an option for a kick-out 3.
Pass to Miller. Lets it fly. Looney grabs a miss.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. 16 points for him. Here's Holiday, and he banks in the layup.
Oh, Drew is so crafty when he gets to the rim.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Doncic. From deep three-point range. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
Back to Doncic. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer. Doncic has got 22.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
And Holiday, here we go. Can't connect from short range.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby. Timeout. It's time for the Brooklyn Crew in the 3-1-2. It's time to get out for your 3-1-2 Crew.
Middleton, left side. Releases. Pass to Edey. Chicago passing it around.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Edey.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. And the Warriors with possession. Next up, they'll face the Timberwolves in Minnesota. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. Here's Siakam. And the Warriors miss again.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department. Why was Trey Johnson such a high pick? When he gets hot, he can light up the scoreboard, a microwave-type scoring talent.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Pass to Johnson. From the high post. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
You know, I'd call Johnson an eager shooter. He's always ready to let it fly.
Outside Payton. Launches it. Chicago with a rebound. There's 38 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Edey for 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Edey's got 5 now.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Siakam. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Black with it. Pass to Johnson. And Chicago again with a bucket.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Chicago. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Williams. Pass to Buzelis. Now Porzingis, defended by Nurkic. With the fadeaway. Porzingis misses. DiVincenzo on the wing. Back to Payton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Payton's got his first basket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Up top, Alexander Walker. And stolen by Boucher. The drive by DiVincenzo. And he converts the layup. DiVincenzo's gotten his second bucket of the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
To the inside. Here's Williams. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Gary Payton II. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you guys.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Up top, Miller. Again, Golden State.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Doncic outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. No good on the triple.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Payton attacking. Outside, DiVincenzo. Miller on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. From the top of the key. And again, it's Golden State.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
So creative on the attack. I like whenever Doncic knifes inside and looks to score.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Miller. Puts the move on. Good as the jump shot falls. 19 points for Brandon Miller.
Coming out of the break red hot. I mean, they have yet to miss a shot.
Now Doncic. 27 points for him. Williams with it. And it's Boucher picking him up. Misses in close. Miller on the wing. He's got 19. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Alexander Walker. Miller comes with a double. Here's Buzelis. And he jams it home with authority.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Holiday. Miller outside. Back to Holiday. Pass to Miller. Clock at 6. Here's Anunoby. And again, no good by Golden State. And here's Black. Now here's Johnson. Driving inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Yeah, you see Johnson's intensity shining through there. The rookie doing his best to not be stopped.
And he's good on the second. Holiday with the ball. And Holiday powers it home.
How about that finish? Holiday showing how determined he is around the rim.
Here's Black. Outside Johnson. High post Edie. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. A 3, Barrett. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now Holiday. Siakam outside. 6 to shoot. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Chicago with the ball. Now here's Black. Pass to Mobo. Back to Black. Here's Johnson. He's covered by Siakam. Fires from the wing. Here's Edie. Another shot. Chicago passing it around. From deep, Johnson. Holiday grabs the miss.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
To the paint. Here's Klingon. Chicago with a rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
On your feet, fans, it's time for your... Let's hear it one more time for your Chicago Bulls.
And here's Black. And the call is going to be, yes, on a legal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Pass to Larson. Outside Anunoby. And here's Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Mobo with a rebound.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Pass to Johnson. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you gotta love how decisive this rookie Johnson is. He's ready to shoot as soon as he touches the ball. And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Johnson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by Black.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
2 minutes.
Left side Johnson. From 18 feet away. And he gets the jumper to drop. Johnson's got 13.
And you can tell Johnson enjoys toying with defenses and pick and rolls. Just taking what they give him.
The shot's good.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
Warriors.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over.
Big round of applause for your Tennessee. Make some noise for your Tennessee.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Larson. Fires from deep. Chicago with a rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Jaquez with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Now Black. There's a screen. Clock at 2. Mobo gets the bucket. Mobo's got his second basket of the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
For 3, DiVincenzo.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
There's 25 seconds left in the third. Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. And the Warriors with possession here. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Larson. Here's the lob. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Bulls.
77. The Warriors, 43.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Holiday with the ball. Pass to Siakam. Here's Larson. Now here's Zubac. Defended by Porzingis. Zubac, screen. Here's Siakam. Jump shot is good that time.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Here's Doncic. Williams on the wing. Fires the 3. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Porzingis. Second chance effort. Oh, blocked again!
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
From deep, here's Doncic. Nails it from 3. Doncic has got 30.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Chicago with the ball. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
His 4th personal foul. We'll see how the coaching staff handles this.
Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Well, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size. Rock the rim.
Now here's Siakam. Over Buzelis. And it's Siakam again missing. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up to the Chicago Bulls. A great 4th quarter. Just give it up 2 points. Puts up a deep 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
It's Holiday with a drive. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Well, Richard, you would know something about this. Is the wing position the most important in the NBA right now?
I would say once we got to the point forward position of the Scottie Pippins, of the Penny Hardaways, it became the most important position in the NBA, and it still stands true.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And the Bulls call time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Getting ready for the Warriors.
For your incredible.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Alexander Walker. Nice form on the 20-footer.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's Miller to end the run. Second shot opportunity. Oh, nice shot by Klingon. Klingon's got his first points of the night.
And as a rebounder, Klingon is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. Williams with it. Guarded now by Klingon. Kept alive. Outside, Alexander Walker. With the 10-footer. Pass to Klingon. Here is DiVincenzo. Guarded by Doncic. Klingon with a screen. Here's Miller. They get it back. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
They're getting really physical there inside. Now, Klingon knows this is just going to be part of the routine for him here in the league.
Richard, the league taking some steps to prevent flopping. What's the criteria for what crosses the line?
It's called STEM. It's an acronym for secondary, theatrical, exaggerated movements. Yes, that's a real term. It's kind of a limited definition, and it basically says, don't be an idiot.
And it's Doncic missing.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Can't give him too much grief for that one. He's been mistake-free for the most part.
Here's DiVincenzo. Up top, Miller. High post Klingon. Clock at 6. Miller outside. Off target from outside. Now Doncic. Outside, Williams. No good on the three.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Boucher. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
To get back on track, here's Doncic. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. And the Warriors with possession. Richard, when you look at career longevity for NBA players, has LeBron shifted what we thought was possible?
No doubt. It's made fans more critical of guys that are on the decline. But ultimately, guys start to decline around 32, 33 years old. That is normal.
And the Warriors making a change here. Black outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. New group getting ready for the Warriors. And here are the Warriors now. Now here's Carter. Outside Johnson. Pass to Middleton. There's a screen to win the drought. And here's Black. Chicago passing it around. Shot clock at 5. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Siakam left side. It's on target from the high post.
Using focus and balance to convert jumpers, wow. Siakam has really improved his shooting.
Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
And Siakam, here we go. Count that one.
A gritty play by Siakam. Absorbs the foul and still gets his shot to go.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders. Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Chicago with the ball. Johnson on the wing. Screen by Edey. Goes up from the top of the key. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 9 points here in the second half. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Pass to Larson. Pulls it. And again, no good by Golden State. And here's Black. Left side Johnson. something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And, of course, that's the beauty of it all. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bulls.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Luka Doncic.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Middleton outside from the arc. Got a hand on it. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it home. He'll go to the line.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Black with it. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Warriors ball.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They did. Just a tremendous team effort.